Hey everyone, welcome to the huge Stages Pro campus.
Yeah, this place is gigantic.
Check out the massive Stages Pro logo.
It's huge over the whole building.
Join us for the ultimate college experience.
Woo! Let's go.
Thanks, you too. All right, here we go. This is Stages Pro, everyone. Thanks for being here. First, you're going to hit the dashboard. More on that in another tutorial, though, because tonight we're going to focus on generating images. You'll want to head to the top of the header menu and click the second button from the left. This is the Generate page, and from here we're going to click on Featured Models, a drawer that holds all the Stages catalog image models. This is built to be a get it and go efficiency design where you can add models like I am showing you here, or by clicking the plus sign, or you can click the model inside the drawer and activate it the same way you would a favorite model card. Below this, it's that simple. You can even select and close the drawer and remove all of your favorite featured models if you like. The choice is really designed to be what works for you and you workflow. If you use only one model really, then this is your best option because then you get your entire panel to work in full size. That small little button on the model cards in your featured model tray, those are that model's variants. You can also get these in the model catalog drawer by clicking the down arrow on the model there and opening the same drop-down. Super easy. All right, now that we have the model selection process down, let's head down to the guts of the image generation process and where the magic happens. I'm going to clear my prompt. You can select and delete, or you can click the clear button right above this and it will also clear your prompt. Okay, so before we jump into that, I want to show you some cool things we've designed into this section for you, designed to help you with saving time and energy on those prompts. This is the mini prompt library drawer, and it is designed as part of a fleet of tools we call fast access tools. Both positive and negative prompts are saved, and you can even rename them to keep them organized and recognize them quickly in the drawer. In the future, we plan to make this searchable and the ability to color code and organize them as well as call them through CUE, our native agent. But yeah, and this button here with the folder icon next to the library bookcase icon is our save prompt button. And you can see I've already saved a prompt for us to get started with. We're going to use this as an image prompt as well as its negative prompt to set up our image generation. And by the way, you don't need to know negative prompts. We've done that for you automatically with CUE Vision, which scans and iterates on the best negative prompts to add to your prompt to get the best possible image back. This is customizable fully and can be whatever you want as well. In Stages, our generation button is a shutter button that floats just off the side here and animates when generations are in process. This a homage to my background as a photographer. I wanted to add pieces of what got me to this place. Just a little design choice I got to slip in there. This may change in the future, but for now, it's small touch of what makes us different at Stages. Your aspect ratios and the number of generations you want to create at any given time are there along the top, like I showed you just now as well. There also are varied image generation sizes based on the model you use. Some generate at a high resolution already. Some are based on pixel size and others use 1K, 2K, 4K as the optional image generation sizing. It all depends on the model you choose, what options you will get. Now, I want to show you something cool while that image generates. This is the grid view and slider. I stole this idea from our social app paper that I've been building. This lets you choose from 1 to 6 images per row as a zoom in and out feature on your work. There is a search and keyword tagger coming as well for this soon. Okay, let's head back and see if our image is done. Awesome, it's done. Not what I wanted though, so I'm gonna give CUE my prompt and have her craft me something awesome instead. This is our CUE Image Prompt Dropzone. This is our proprietary prompt engine I designed to help where anyone craft prompts in highly contextual and visual detail to replicate the content you give it with expert intelligence. Trained on decades of my work, know-how and mechanics of how I approach prompt engineering. This is great for those who need that help on something you can't quite nail, or you see an ad or picture you love the composition, like a describe function, but 10 times better. You can also describe video clips up to 30 seconds long, as well as effects, extraction prompting, which I am going to show you next and is so badass. So that's running right now. And once it's done, it will spit out a prompt for only the effects in the image you drop into it. It scans the image, identifies the effects in it, then articulates and tokenizes the effect, and places it at the end of your prompt it just created for you as well. This is game changer, in my opinion, for creatives, because one of the absolute hardest things to do is to know what to write and how to write it in order for the models to give you what you want and not spend unnecessary time going down rabbit holes of iteration. I've tried to cut that down for you immensely with this process. Stages is the only one with this workflow and proprietary tools to give you this efficiency power, and really brings it home, showcasing the philosophy we have at Stages, which is that time and cost are really the assets. What you can do in the time that you have to do it is all that matters. You are already skilled, and this is to give you superpowers with those skills. This tool and process is built into Stages everywhere too, not just in image generation. So try it out. It will only make you better and your work even stronger. As you can see here with these generations, getting that awesome refraction and color grading and flares I showed you from one of my Midjourney images I pulled for this. Pretty awesome, right? Use it with your images already created by running them through and using image ref to hold the composition control pose, or remove it and generate freely and make new images aligned with the look you are going for. This works with every model, and it's actually even cooler because you get to really see the way all the models interpret effects and composition tokens in general, which is also psychologically helping you understand and gain experience in what models differ in and what their strong and weak points are through process using this, which will only make you a better prompt designer the more you do it. In these, I removed the effect you saw to get a more solemn mood from another prompt I saved for this ahead of time so I could show you. Moving between effects and composition, lighting, and exposure doesn't have to be hard. It can be easy with the right tools, and you don't even need to switch to do it. That's the power of Stages right there before your eyes. Also, you can drag and drop your images straight into the drop zones. I added that little touch for ease of use, and you can do that all over the platform, including video, which is nice. Okay, enough of that. Let's try another model. Like I was telling you before, I'll show you some of that process. And I'll choose Nano Banana 2, a community favorite. This time, I'm going to mix some image refs and compound the effects to show you what that looks like. I'm mixing my original model image here with my wild Midjourney image I pulled the effects from in the drop zone before. Let's see what happens. Now, this is not mixed with an effects prompt this time, only the image refs plus the compositional prompt from CUE. But I am going to drop it in there for the next generations to show you how they can differ. I will be adding a generation animation to these image cards, so they aren't so boring while you wait. It's on my bucket list. And we already have some done now. We can scroll down and show you. Here we go. These look awesome. One thing I want to make sure I point out is that every model has its own distinct allowances when it comes to this process based on that model's parameters. Some models have no image refs allowed and are strictly text to image. Others have maybe one reference allowed, some only 4, but models like ChatGPT, Nano Banana, and Seedream can have upwards of 10, 14, and 16 image references for their image-to-image models and edit models. I will show you more of that in upcoming tutorials and how to bend them to your will to get some pretty neat workflows too. Moving your image refs are easy too, so you can give prominence to whichever image reference is in the first position using the arrows there, or on the image reference thumbnail. There's a button in the top left where you can click and grab and drag to rearrange them as needed too. There is also the ability to add trained LoRa's for models such as Juan, Flux, and Quen. And Let's has a special drawer of custom Stages style models just for our users right there below it. These are in drawers so you can better organize and hide what you don't need, but can be left open as you work too if you want. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to pump up the volume on what you can do here by throwing in something new, our casting characters. What you just saw was our casting characters drawer, which sits right under the CUE drop zones I showed you. I've got Buck Fuzz selected for this example, which is going to be cool, but I need to adjust my prompt so I make sure I have him identified properly in the prompt. If there is nothing to anchor him to as a descriptor like he, his, puppet, etc., then the model may not generate him in the place of the woman we started with, which is exactly what I wanted to hear. I am now going to go through and replace the her descriptors with his or him. Simply stating his name and a few things on him, plus the gender, is enough to identify him. You don't need to go overboard. You just need to make sure none of the previous descriptors for the woman slip through to the new image, or you may be generating again. So the first images that should show up are going to be our female model on the original image with the effects we added with just her and the effects prompt this time. And man, these turned out cool. Definitely keeping those for something later. But what I am really excited to see is Buck Fuzz come through, which should be any moment now. While we wait on that, let's take a look at all the images we have generated in this sequence so I can show you just how this process has transformed in a matter of seconds and minutes and given you a really wide variation of similar as well as variable outputs. This is really how I like to move in and out of ideas, letting them unfold and quickly change direction if I see something I like or don't like, without having to use a node graph or fumbling around with tons of different prompt types and writing them or copy and pasting from an LLM. In Stages, it's made easy. It seems and feels like there is a lot here, but I promise you, once you get the hang of it and know where things are, it's off to the races. By the way, down here, you can simply click this button and it will zoom you back up to the top of your image generation grid. Pretty convenient. Wow, awesome. Look at these. There is Buck Fuzz. So let's get him animated. I want to see him actually living it up in motion. To do that, you click the Tools button down in the bottom left corner of every image. It will open a menu where you can navigate to generate video, and all of your favorite video models are right at your fingertips. Simply roll over them with the mouse, or on mobile with your finger, you click them and their settings will cascade into lower menus that allow you to choose the length, quality, or size. And then you just set them and generate away. Once you set these for that image, they will persist so you can generate again at the same settings if you don't like the results. And just like that, the speed and efficiency of Stages again shows you just how fast it is to generate in any model at any length you need or want. Testing variations is not longer a stop and wait game. It's a multitasking juggernaut, and it's all designed to make you faster, leaner, and help you learn the mechanics and possibilities of what you can truly do with just these simple workflows inside Stages. This is the video generation animation for Stages, and I am thinking of making a variation of this for the images. What do you think? I like it. I made it using an image and video in Stages a while back, and then ran it through Touch Designer. Pretty cool. We also generated a scene of a character, not one but two, and used the scene from our original image work as well as effects. And now I've got some shots to start working on an episode of the Buck Fuzz show by going down into our fast access tools, selecting Send to Signal Editor. And just like that, we are generating content, iterating, and editing all at once. I want to say thank you for sticking it out with me. This was a little long for most of the tutorials we'll be doing, but since this platform is new and there is literally so much you can do with it, I wanted to really give you a good head start with it before moving to some of the other tools. I am so excited to see what you guys do with Stages. That has been the best part of all this so far, and I can't wait to get you even more tools soon. Join us every week on our YouTube channel and follow for more sessions to come. See you then. Later, everyone.